Good day everybody, Mark here from Bioenergy Health. Adrenal fatigue is something that's comes up quite a lot with a lot of people. As you probably know, it's quite a common condition. And in this short video, I just want to give you some tips on how you can do a test at home that can give you a bit of an idea of whether you do have adrenal fatigue. Maybe you're suffering from insomnia, fatigue, get a little bit dizzy when you stand up, low libido or whatever. Now this process I'm going to explain, it's not a diagnostic tool. Okay, so we're not diagnosing something, it's just give you an indication. Like a lot of this testing, a lot of these conditions, it's not about necessarily diagnosing what it's, this is what it is. It's about looking at the clues and doing some testing that you can do at home and putting two and two together. Okay, so it's a very, very easy test. All you need is a blood pressure monitor. You get a blood pressure monitor anywhere. Okay, and if you haven't got a blood pressure monitor, I advise you to get a blood pressure monitor because it's one of the most powerful tools you can have in the kitchen, not in the kitchen, in the bathroom cabinet. Okay, so what you need to do is lie down on your back, chill out for about a minute, and then take your blood pressure. Once you've taken that blood pressure, make a note. Okay, and then keep the blood pressure strapped onto your arm, and then wait another, say, half a minute or something, and then press the button again and actually start the monitor again. But what I want you to do then, once it starts, is to stand up. Okay, now as we stand up, what we're doing, we're actually putting our body into stress because our body has to equalize the blood pressure, of course. We need to get the blood back into our body, back up into our head. And this is why sometimes when we do have adrenal fatigue, we do get a little bit dizzy when we stand up very, very quickly. So stand up, put your arms by your side, and what we're looking for is to see if we actually have, well, one thing that should happen if you don't have adrenal fatigue is the blood pressure, the systolic blood pressure, which is the top pressure, will actually increase a little bit. Okay, that's a good indication that the adrenals are working pretty well. It's sort of really making up for that difference, that stress, as quick as possible. But what we're looking for with adrenal stress is if the systolic pressure has actually dropped. Okay, and the more it drops, the more you can say that the adrenal's struggling. Okay, so give it a shot. And if you've tried this and you want to discuss it a little bit more, make some comments in the comment section below below this post, this video. I keep talking about. I talk about a lot the fact that it's really, really important that we start learning how to do some of these tests so we can start to understand ourselves, and something we can do at home. It's something we can sort of start working out ourselves because, the future of health and well-being is no question. It's about being able to do some of these tests, understand what the numbers are telling you, and being able to interpret those whatever the body's telling you and know what to do. Okay. Like I said, it's not a diagnostic tool, and I'm not a great fan of jumping in and, oh, well, fix the adrenals, fix the adrenals, fix the adrenals. It's not, it's more often than not, the adrenals are struggling because they're lacking resources. They're lacking resources to be able to do their job and buffer these stresses. Okay. One of the most common areas that I would find is digestion. Okay. The other thing too I want to mention, when you do this test, if the diastolic, which is the bottom number on the blood pressure monitor, if the diastolic drops from resting to standing, if it drops by a difference of 12, it's a very good indication that you have an electrolyte issue. Okay, and once again, that sort of sends you back to digestion being a problem more than anything. But it's another good indicator. It's just start doing this, start recording these things, get back to me. Let's get some discussions going. Start learning how to take control of your own health and well-being. And this is just one test that can help you do that. Let me know how you go.